Well, good morning. Happy Monday to you. We are certainly dealing with a cloudy start to the week. It was a cloudy weekend, and unfortunately, it is going to be quite a bit of cloud cover for much of the week as well. As we take a look outside of our cameras from our Merlin Exterior Skycam network, we do have a live storm tracker from Prairie Bank Casino and Resort showing generally cloudy skies across the area. Not necessarily picking up on some of those low clouds, so it almost looks like it is clear, but it's not, obviously, as we just saw from our camera views. And I mean, there might be a little bit of mist or drizzle out there, but I don't expect any measurable precipitation or rainfall today across the area. If you are curious how much rain we did get from yesterday, from the rain, a little bit of a wintry mix, make sure to check out my other video on WIBW.com/weather. I go over rainfall totals from yesterday, went over what we had for the month of February and what to expect for March, because I'm going to go into more detail about our Severe Weather Awareness Week topic today in preparedness in this video, so just be mindful of that. Temperatures right now in the mid-30s at the 10 o'clock hour, as temperatures for wind chills in the low to mid-30s across the area, so definitely want to grab that jacket heading out the door as well. High temperatures for these next 2 days, so it'll be cool and cloudy, although tomorrow will be a little bit more seasonal in the upper 40s and low 50s for the area, low to mid-40s today. Now for tomorrow, I will want to mention that some models are hinting at a warm front in southern Kansas that at times has pushed into areas in our southern communities to where temperatures may be closer to, if not in the 60s. This model has 50s, so we'll keep an eye on that trend. I still think most areas will be in the 40s and 50s for tomorrow afternoon, not 60s. Otherwise, we'll continue with cloudy skies for today. A little bit better chance of at least some light rain for tonight. Won't be a lot, but we'll have some scattered rain showers as early as tonight and continuing into tomorrow night, and Wednesday. This is not a lot of rain. I still think we're getting the bulk of the rain towards the end of the week, and most of the heavy rain between these next couple days are going to be down to the south and just off to the east. But through 5 a.m. on Wednesday, one computer model, here's what most areas are looking at, generally about 1/10 of an inch to 2/10 of an inch of rain. So not much according to that model. This other computer model does have a little bit more rainfall as we head into these next couple of days. This is adding on to Thursday, while the other one only went to Wednesday. So adding on to at least Wednesday night and Thursday morning, showing a little bit of areas of some locally heavy rainfall. Very, very low probability. There might be some isolated thunderstorms heading into tomorrow, especially in the afternoon, evening, closer to that frontal boundary that may end up staying closer to the Oklahoma border rather than getting up in our southern communities. So we'll keep an eye on that for tomorrow. Obviously, some scattered rain showers still continuing to be monitored for Wednesday, with highs still in the low to mid 50s, and then warmer weather Thursday and Friday in the 60s and 70s, where we'll have an opportunity for storms that could be severe on Friday. Here's a look at the severe weather outlook for Friday. Ignore the green that's showing up there, just the yellowish. What we're focusing on is the risk for severe weather for our area. And this is only 2 levels, possible and elevated, when we're seeing that yellow and the orange. The green is over these next couple of days. That's not including the extended outlook beyond day 3. So just what we're watching for heading into Friday. Otherwise, it is Severe Weather Awareness Week, and we're going to be talking about severe weather preparedness today. Here's a look at how much rainfall for the next 8 days. The European is showing a little bit more rain than the GFS, but you get the idea that most areas will get some meaningful rainfall for the week ahead. All right, let's take a look at Severe Weather Awareness Week for today and the preparedness topic for today. Here's a look at our rundown for the week, in case you're curious, including tornadoes on Wednesday, where we have the statewide tornado drill at 10 a.m., so keep that in mind. Otherwise, here's a look at our storm spotter training classes. National Weather Service is going to be out throughout the month of March and April, almost every day, generally Monday through Thursday though, but going out to each of the counties in the Northeast Kansas area, and that includes this evening in Seneca. So if you're in that area, Nemaha County, a perfect opportunity to head out to the Pioneer Building at 7 o'clock to learn all about severe weather. Absolutely free. It's about an hour and a half talk, and it's the same no matter where you are. And they do have a virtual option. I can't remember the date of that though, but there will be a virtual option in case you can't go to the in-person one. And then Topeka and Shawnee County at the Washburn Memorial Union. I'll be out there sometime between 6 and 6:30. So if you want to come out and bring your weather radio and for me to program it for you, that's a way to do that. And then for Wednesday in Franklin County at the Ottawa Memorial Union. So here's a look at how to prepare for severe weather on today's topic. Obviously, when I tune in to our television, on our website, on the weather radio, on our live streams now, got to add that on there since we're doing that a lot more often now. Have a safety kit. We'll talk about what to put in that safety kit in just a moment. Understand the forecast. We can tell you that it's going to happen in a certain way. But if you don't understand it, and if you're getting confused by days, I hear that all the time when I'm talking to people, that they think that something's going to happen on one day. I'm like, no, it never was that day. So you got to make sure that you're understanding the forecasts and remembering the date of hazardous weather that we need to be concerned about. Practice your safety plan and have multiple ways to receive warning and prepare for anything, including power outages. Of course, Weather Call, that's a third-party company that we like to promote because we think it's a really great tool to have. It's only $15 a year. You can go to WIBW.com for more information there. But what this does is it only warns you by giving you a phone call on your cell phone, or if you happen to have a landline still, but you'll have your address in your account that if a warning polygon is over your address, you will get the call. You will not get the call if it's not. So let's say there's a tornado warning in northern portions of Shawnee County. You live in the southern portions of the county. Well, you're not going to get the call, or you're not going to get the call in weather call, but your weather radio might be going off, and vice versa. So it's kind of added bonus that if your weather radio goes off and you get the weather call, there's going to be some serious situation that might be taking place, and you need to take action very quickly because of a warning that's being issued. So have that weather radio ready to go. This weekend, by the way, is daylight saving time beginning. We always like to tell people to make sure their batteries are, you have new batteries in your weather radios, your fire detector, your carbon monoxide detector. So you can make sure that those are working properly, and making sure that everything's hooked up properly with your weather radio. WIBW weather app, making sure that you have that, and you have the news app. You should be having 2 apps from us because you're not going to get all the weather alerts on the general news app. You need to have that WIBW weather app too, so you can get those specified alerts and all the updates that we put out. Obviously, we're going to be on TV, breaking in when needed, when there's a tornado warning, no matter what. And making sure that you have the safety kit ready to go. Here's a look at what to include in your safety kit. And you want to have, obviously, your weather radio, a first aid kit, a flashlight, a whistle, just in case you get stuck under some debris, you can blow that whistle. What's not on here is having shoes and a helmet. That's also important to have when you go into your shelter, especially in tornado warnings, to have that, because you want to protect your head, not getting concussion if your home gets hit by a tornado and you start to get debris coming in your home. You don't want to get a concussion from the debris hitting your head. So have that helmet with you, a blanket too, your shoes as well. So a couple of other things that that graphic does not have. I also want to mention that the severity of our storm, or the severe weather, and the SPC, the Storm Prediction Center, and the levels. So this is for tomorrow night, a margin risk south of I-70. I wouldn't be surprised if this did get pushed further down to the south, closer to that warm front that I talked about, but this is the current forecast as of Tuesday or Monday morning. So be mindful that this is subject to change. But marginal is the lowest level of possible severe weather that there is. It goes from level 1 to level 5 on the severe weather. And you can see that the higher you get in those levels, the higher the probability of severe weather and the higher impact that severe weather would have. Whether it's a large tornado outbreak once you get into level 5, or extremely large hail, or extremely strong winds, long lasting, you get the idea that as you go higher in levels, the worse it could potentially be. So definitely want to make sure that you're prepared for that, and just having a look at those color schemes and those levels as you continue to show those on a daily basis when there is severe weather in the forecast. Those are for the days 1 through 3 outlooks. The 4 through 5 outlook was the one I showed you earlier, where there was just 2 levels. of severe weather. So also being aware that what the legends are too on the graphics that we show, and we try and indicate that as well. Once we get past the rainy work week, it does dry out for the weekend with temperatures in the 50s on Saturday, 60s on Sunday. And speaking of the rainy work week, it is not going to rain the entire time. There is going to be a lot of dry time for Tuesday, Wednesday, even on Friday too. But those are going to be the days that could have rain at times during the day that could have impact on your outdoor plans. So keep that in mind as we'll take it on a day-by-day basis and keeping you updated on those risks for rain, possible thunderstorms at times Tuesday and Wednesday, and then thunderstorms with potential severe weather on Friday into Friday night. So stay tuned for that and have a great day.